next team, and that is your Green Bay Packers. The Green Bay Packers made it to the championship game last year. They ultimately lost to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, which ultimately won the Super Bowl. So the Green Bay Packers this year start off the season at Week 1, take on the New Orleans Saints. Who do you got winning this game and why?
We are one step closer if Jameis Winston is the starting quarterback of the New Orleans Saints to Brandon Combs doing a little bit of the last tap. So
get some of that, Tori. There you go.
Give me the Green Bay Packers against the New Orleans Saints. Just because at that point in the season, the Saints are not going to know who they are. They do not know which direction they're going. They don't know if we like Taysom Hill. Do we like Jameis Winston? Who is our quarterback? Michael Thomas is going to be like, I'm wide open over here. So, no, they are not going to know who they are. Give me the Packers all day long in that game.
Tori Anderson sent us a super sticker here in the chat, $4 super sticker. So thanks for that, Tori. Huge shout out to you for supporting the show through and through 100%. So, Mr. Tori Anderson, I feel that your first pick for the Green Bay Packers is definitely a homer pick. The New Orleans Saints know exactly who they are. Winston is going to be the starting quarterback. Michael Thomas is going to go crazy. What's his face? So who's the running back? Alvin Kamara. He is going to have a great game.
If you cannot, you're like, what's who? Yeah, that guy.
I was thinking of somebody like I saw his stupid grill and like the diamonds and his 41 and whatever, but his name wasn't coming to my mind off the top of my head. The Saints are going to win this game. Drew is up. Drew is right. Go Saints, go.
Drew, send me your resumes back. I'm gonna turn them back into what they were.
Yeah, so the Saints win this game 100%. Tori, you need to take your homer out of these picks because the Packers are not going to go 17, 18 and 0.
I do not have the Packers going 17-0 though.
Week 2 here, they do welcome the Detroit Lions into town for the Packers' first home game of the season. But who do you got winning this one?
I will probably be at that game, okay. So give me the Green Bay Packers at that game because the Detroit Lions in the last 27 years have won one time at Lambeau Field.
Well, and it is going to be number 2 because the Detroit Lions travel to Lambeau and smake that little ass there, Mr. Tori Anderson. The Detroit Lions are back. So Jared Goff
you
is
have
there.
The Packers. You have the Packers at 0-2.
0-2.
What do you want? What do you want to put on that, buddy?
I'll shave my head.
I mean, you've already done that. So, do you want to do a little last stab?
Yeah, I whatever you want, Tori. I am down to clown because I don't think Aaron Rodgers is going to be in Green Bay.
I don't care if Jordan Love's the quarterback. We do not lose the Detroit Lions at home. I will put whatever you want on the line, Buck. I will let you set the parameters to this bet.
Yeah, so
I will let you set it.
Yeah, so Brandon Combs is right. So with Blake Bortles at the helm, you had them going 2-0, Tori.
That's Junior. So, or no, that's BC.
That's BC.
So, BC's all about wishful thinking and lives in a fantasy land. Like the Bears are a good team. The Packers are getting rid of Aaron Rodgers. So I take that with a little bit of salt.
No, so I actually have to rebuttal my pick. I don't see the Packers ever starting 0-2 as long. I mean, can they ever start 0-2?
Are you whiting this one?
Yeah,
are you
100%.
waffling on this pick?
No, like I was just trying to get your goat there a little bit. I had the Packers picked the whole time, in this game.
I was gonna say the thing is you know you don't get the reaction like you get from Wyatt from me.
Yeah,
because I think about things logically.
But in logical terms, have the Packers ever started 0-2 since 1990?
Yeah. Well, maybe 1990 they did because they went 4-12 that year. So, but after that, no.
Okay, so week number 3, they travel to San Francisco to take on the 49ers. Who do you got winning that game?
I actually have the Niners beating the Packers in that game. Just because the Packers really do struggle playing the San Francisco 49ers.
Yeah.
It is in San Francisco. I don't care who you are. Anytime you go out to that West Coast, even with that, it's only a 2-hour time difference. That time difference messes you up. I don't care who you are. And the Packers seem to struggle even more when they have to go out to the West Coast. They proved that last year when they had to go out there twice that they struggled on the West Coast.
Yeah, that was also a very healthy and very good 49ers team. They are back healthy, but we don't know how good they're going to be. And Tori, I do agree with your time zone thing, but going from the East Coast to the West Coast is not as bad as from the West Coast going to the East Coast. So this is a primetime 8 o'clock game. So that is that Sunday night game. I'm picking the Packers. Aaron Rodgers in a primetime, you cannot bet against him. So give me the Packers in this one. I had them 2-1 going into Week 4 when they welcomed the Pittsburgh Steelers and Big Roethlisberger into town. Who do you got winning this one?
The only reason I have the Packers winning this is because the Packers are at home.
Yeah.
It is strictly a home field advantage thing at that. These two teams match up very well against each other. They are almost the exact same across the board. The only reason it's like a Vegas pick. They get 3.5 points for being the home team. That is literally the only reason I'm picking the Green Bay Packers to win this game.
Yeah. So Mike Tomlin has never had a losing season in Pittsburgh. And I think this 2021 campaign is the first time that Mike Tomlin has a losing season. And we see how bad the Pittsburgh Steelers are this week versus the Green Bay Packers. Yes, it's only week 4. It's only the 4th game of the season. But we see how bad the Pittsburgh Steelers are and how many holes they have with Ben Roethlisberger playing quarterback. So I'm picking the Packers in this one, 28-10 type of score. Moving on to Week 5, the Packers travel to Cincinnati to take on the Bengals.
Giving the Packers all day long. However, if Mike Zimmer was still the defensive coordinator, I would take the Bengals, but he is not, and times have changed. So this is a Bengals team that is going to learn how to win, and they will do that by losing. So as dumb as that sounds, they will play a good game, but they will lose to the Packers, but they will learn from it.
Yeah, they learned how to lose last year, Tori. So I think this year they take a step forward. Now they're not a playoff bound team. I've seen some people in our comment section on our Bengals draft grade saying that they're going to be 10 and they're going to be like 11-6 and 10-7. They're not going to be that good. There is no way that they're going to turn around that fast in Cincy. It's just they're just not built that way. But I do think they're going to surprise some people because I do think they are going to beat the Packers Week 5 because let me put a little disclaimer on that. If Joe Burrow is back and at least 85%, they will beat the Packers. So let me put that. Go ahead.
Let's bring this comment up by Drew. Unless it's the Cowboys, put me in for any team beating the Packers. Drew, I will take that bet all day long, and you will owe me money at the end of the season.
Okay, we'll have some friendly wagers throughout the season. We'll definitely put that up to grab. So Week 6, the Packers travel to Chicago to take on Brandon Combs' Bears. Who do you got?
Give me the Packers all day long. Andy Dalton's going to be the quarterback. Andy Dalton is a terrible quarterback these days. He was a good quarterback. He was a serviceable quarterback in Cincinnati. Guess what? He's not in Cincinnati anymore. He does not have the players around him that he had in Cincinnati. This is a Bears team that's going to learn to lose to eventually learn how to win. And they are still 2 years away. As much as BC probably hates to hear anything negative about his Bears, they are 2 years away from being a serious contender in the NFC North.
So I have to give it to Brandon Combs. Brandon Combs is probably the most level-headed Bears fans that I know, and he will tell you that they are a couple years away, or they're missing this, or they're missing that, just because he is a realistic Bears fan. Now, with that being said, the Bears were also undefeated going into Week 6 last year, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah, they were 5-0.
They were 5-0 going into Week 6. They won't be 5-0 going into Week 6 this year, but they will be a pretty good record, and they're going to get a win this week over the Packers. Packers dropped two straight.
Wait, Buck, you just dropped something. It was your crack pipe. Stop smoking it.
No, it's definitely meth. But week 7, the football team comes into Lambeau to take on the Packers. Who do you got?
Give me the Packers at home. Anytime the Packers play at home, that is about as close to a guaranteed victory as you can get there. Consistently, one of the best home teams throughout the NFL, year in and year out. It's going to be a closely contested battle. It's not going to be a big scoring game. It's going to be like a 17-13 win.
Yeah.
It's going to be a grinded out because that defense in Washington is no joke. So give me the Packers in a low scoring affair against the Redskins.
See, and
Or, excuse me, the Washington football team.
Yeah, or what was it? The Red Tails, I think they might be going to.
I would love to see them be called the Red Tails, just as that is a little homage to like the Tuskegee Airmen.
Yeah. So if you say it's going to be a low scoring game, I think it benefits the Washington football team a lot. I think the Packers have to score at least 20 points to win this game, and I think they do that. They score 21, and they hold the football team to 3 to 7 points, and I had the Packers winning this week 7 game. So I have them 4-3 on the season. Going into the week 8 matchup where they travel to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. Who you got, Tori?
Give me the Packers again, because Arizona is basically the Lambeau Field of the Southwest. For whatever reason, obviously there's a lot of retired folk that go to Arizona, and that field, you will hear more "Go Pack Go" than you hear "Go Cardinals" anytime in that field. Give me the Packers all day long because that's basically their second home there.
Maybe in years past, because the Cardinals haven't they historically haven't been a very good team, but Tori, they're building something down there in Arizona.
What are they building?
They're building a playoff bound team there. I mean, they got their offense on point. They got their young nucleus together. They are a solid team. What they went 8-8 last season, and they just missed the playoff because of basically a bottleneck in the NFC, where the playoffs just didn't shuffle out.
What is 8-8, Buck? What is 8-8?
It's 500.
So average?
Yeah, average last year, and
that is still the team that's here.
They were arguably in the best division last year too, where they had to beat the 49ers and the Seahawks and the Rams. So I think the Cardinals win this Thursday night game over the Packers by 3 points. It is a 17-14 game.
I will say, when we get to that Arizona Cardinals, when we get to the AFC the NFC West, you will hear what my record is, and that is actually a lot better than what I am talking smack about right now.
So week 9, the Packers travel to Arrowhead to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Who do you got?
Give me Kansas City all day long.
Really?
Kansas City at home. That is the loudest stadium in the league. That is going to be a hyped matchup. Rodgers versus Mahomes. The last time they played, Mahomes was out. We played against, who did we play against? Henny? Did we play Henny?
Yep.
So everybody's going to want to see that game. I think Kansas City is going to be up for that game. They're going to be up for that challenge. Like I said, loudest stadium in the entire league. Give me Kansas City all day long in that game.
See, and I'm going the exact opposite. I'm picking the Packers in this game. So we are picking each other's team here, because I think in the back of my head, every time I pick the Chiefs to win a big game, I'm going to jinx them. So I'm like, let me pick the opposite teams. So, but I am picking the Packers in this game just because the Chiefs are lately they're bound to lose one or two home games.
Did you not see who they just traded for today?
No, I did not.
Mike Hughes from the Minnesota Vikings, who was their first round pick in 2018. So they traded for him for a late round pick to play cornerback for them. Mike Hughes is not a bad cornerback. They got a steal getting Mike Hughes from the Vikings for virtually nothing.
Well, the Kansas City Chiefs don't have bad players on the defensive side. They have a bad scheme. So, whatever. Week 10, Packers play the Seahawks. Seahawks are coming off the bye week at Lambeau Field. Who do you got?
Ugh. I hate picking these games because the Seahawks and the Packers are play so evenly matched. It's not even funny. But I give the edge again. Green Bay at home, Lambeau Field, late in the season. Give me the Packers just because of the weather and everything else. Russell Wilson tends to fade in the second half of the season.
Right.
So give me the Packers at home.
Yeah, I'm picking the Packers as well for everything that you said. I can't reiterate anything that you said any better here. So I actually have the Packers going 6-4 into Week 11 when they start a string of division games here where they take on the Vikings at Minnesota. Who do you got?
Give me the Packers at Minnesota. Minnesota is nothing but another Lambeau Field. The Vikings are not. They're not who we thought they were. So the Vikings are going to be a decent team. They're not going to be a great team. Kirk Cousins is a turnover machine for whatever reason against the Green Bay Packers. He has a great game once in a great while. He beat them once last year. But give me the Packers in Minnesota because there again, you're going to hear more "Go Pack, Go" chants than you hear that stupid ass horn.
Skull. Come on, Tori. Vikings win this game.
Just because you shave your head, have a mohawk, doesn't mean you got to agree with them.
Vikings win this game because it is not a primetime game. It is a 1 o'clock game. Kirk Cousins is a 700 winning quarterback at 1 o'clock game. So give me the Vikings over the Packers in this Week 11 matchup. And Week 12,
what do you want to bet on it?
I'm not betting anything. Week 12, we had the LA Rams coming into town off of a bye week as well versus the Green Bay Packers. Who do you got?
So Week 12. Whoops. I just went to Week 13, which is their bye week. So I have the Rams coming to town. Give me the Packers just because late season matchup. They are at home. And look at what the Packers did against that Rams defense that was vaunted last year. They tore them apart. They picked them apart. I think it's a lot of the same thing coming into Lambeau again for the Rams.
Yeah, as BC already is outing you, he has Corey picking the Packers going 14-3 this season. Huge surprise. Who is the quarterback for the Rams this year, Tori?
Stafford.
Stafford knows how to play that Rams defense or the Packers defense, right? I mean,
what was Stafford's record against the Packers?
It doesn't matter. He didn't have any weapons or
wait, no. It does.
I don't know
because
that's
for years he had Kelvin Johnson, he had Marvin Jones. You know, he had playmakers there. So what was his record against the Packers?
Like I said, I don't know.
Not good.
So what is the record? I mean, you want to throw out some stats here? I mean, what was the record?
Well, there again, the Lions won one time in 27 years at Lambeau, and this game is at Lambeau.
With that being said, I'm picking the LA Rams in this game. I'm picking the Rams off of a bye week. Matthew Stafford's hungry. He wants to show that NFC North Division what is going on. He's going to pound a new butthole into Aaron Rodgers and that Green Bay Packers. It's going to be 44-17 is that final score. Kevin King gets burned. Kevin King gets burned for 3 touchdowns in the first half alone.
Kevin King will be on the bench by then.
Going into Week 13 is their bye week. Week 14.
I will put $500 on that game.
Okay. Week 14, Chicago Bears come into town. Who do you got?
Give me the Packers. The Packers, again, are dominant at home. So, again, the Bears are 2 years away from being a serious contender in that division. If Andy Dalton is still their quarterback, they lose by 2 touchdowns. If Justin Fields is the quarterback, they lose by 3 touchdowns. So it doesn't matter who it is. As The Rock would say, it doesn't matter what you think because the Packers win that game going away at home.
That is kind of how I'm starting to feel about your picks because it's nothing but Packers, 16-0, 17-0 at this point right here. Tori, their only loss is to the Kansas City Chiefs so far.
No, I have them losing twice.
Okay. So this Week 14 matchup is kind of an intriguing matchup here because the Packers are at a point right now. They're 6-6 on the season. Their season can go one way or the other. If they lose this game, they're going to miss the playoffs. If they win this game,
So they're 10-2 on
I,
my schedule.
I think they win the NFC North if they win this game. I think the Packers beat the Bears because it is a primetime Sunday night game, and your Lambeau cheeseheads have been drinking since 4 o'clock in the 4 o'clock in the morning. That place is going to be rowdy. It's going to be rocking. The Packers win by 10 on this Sunday night Week 14 game. Moving on to Week 14, Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers take on Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens. This one's kind of intriguing, but who do you got?
I actually have the Ravens beating the Packers in this one because the Green Bay defense, for whatever reason, the last 10 years, if you put a running quarterback against them, they will run for 200 to 250 yards and like 3 touchdowns. So give me the Ravens all day long against that Green Bay defense.
Yeah, and looking at the Ravens schedule, it is pretty favorable, meaning they don't play a lot of tough games. I have them going very, very well in their next season as we'll be breaking down them in the coming weeks.
Well, they're good. Two, it's a home game for the Baltimore Ravens as well. So I think they beat the living crap. They are going to make the Packers look stupid in that game. And everybody's going to write the Packers off as you are going to be a one and done in the playoffs because of that game.
Yeah, and I do agree with you on that one. I think the Ravens beat them, and the Ravens try to flex on the NFL, saying, "Look at us, we're a Super Bowl bound team." But I think that sparked just enough in the Packers to get them into this Week 17 here. As we bring up Brandon Combs' comment, he wants to flash back to Week 14 here. He says wrong. The week 14 is a changing of the guard from Justin Fields' inauguration as the best quarterback in the division. So, Combs, you're saying that Justin Fields will be starting prior to Week 14, or is that his first week starting?
Either way, Combs is retarded on that one.
You can't say that word.
I mean, he is special. Combs is special needs on that one. You would know. There again, 2 years from now, I will absolutely agree with that statement. This year, no.
All right, so moving on to Week 16, I had the Packers sitting at 7-7. Going into a home game here, they have 2 home games in the last 3 weeks of the season. Taking on the Cleveland Browns. Who do you got in this one?
I had a tough time picking this game. I really, really, really did. And the only reason I took the Packers is home field advantage.
Oh, homer.
Three and a half point advantage. And I really think that the Packers barely beat the Cleveland Browns, and they beat them on the last second field goal to win it and not even cover the spread because the spread's going to be 3.5. So they don't even cover the spread.
So if you guys heard what I said previously about the Baltimore Ravens games, the Packers are pissed off now. They are in this "I want to kill everybody" mode, and they kill the Cleveland Browns. The Cleveland Browns don't stand a chance against the Green Bay Packers in this game. It is a 35-7 game. It is over after the first quarter. Aaron Rodgers throws 4 touchdowns in the first quarter easily. This is just a sleepwalking game here. Giving them 8-7 record going into Week 17, they welcome the Vikings and Skull Nation into town. Who you got?
Skull getting schooled again, coming into Lambeau. You do not pick against the Packers at Lambeau. It is just not a smart money bet. The last time they had a losing record at Lambeau is, I don't know when. Maybe it may have been 1990. Actually, I think it was like a couple of years ago when Aaron was hurt and out for the year. But that was the only time that they ever had a losing record with Aaron Rodgers or without Aaron Rodgers at the helm. They've never had a losing record at home. So give me the Packers all day long in that game.
Yeah, I'm taking the Packers as like as well. This is a statement game for them and a lot of momentum going into the playoffs. Give us a Week 18 matchup, traveling to Ford Field to take on the Detroit Lions. Who do you got?
I actually have the Lions winning this game. And because the Packers will probably be like, we're in the playoffs. They will be resting people. It's Week 18. Give me the Lions in that game. The Lions are going to be trying to build momentum again, trying to get that signature win for the next year. Going forward, I actually really like Dan Campbell in Detroit as a head coach, former tight end there. So actually, give me Detroit to win that game.
And I'm actually taking the Packers in this game because they have to win this game to get into the playoffs. In scenario here. So that win puts them at 10 wins on the season. I had them going 10-7. The whole Aaron Rodgers controversy in the offseason took a toll on this team, and it shows in the win-loss record at the end of the season. But I do have them going 4-2 in the division, and probably winning that division.